This is me, and this is some salami, which I'm about to use as my payment method on Facebook Marketplace with a total stranger. Yep, but first, I'm taking you back to the start to understand how I got here. Facebook Marketplace can be a challenge to buy anything from sometimes, but I decided to take on an even bigger challenge, to buy something using a currency that almost no one wants. Salami. I mean, sure, some people like salami, but it's very specific, and no one needs like 3 pounds of it all at once. Plus, there's just something about getting it from a stranger on Facebook that makes it quite a bit more challenging. Also, just for fun, I'm going to put a counter for each time I say the word salami, which I'm guessing has already been a couple times. Let's start messaging some people. I'm gonna start by just browsing around and seeing if there's anything that looks interesting. How about a stuffed animal? This is gonna be the first message of the day. Hey there. This looks so cute. Oh man. I don't know how to jump into this. Would you be willing to take salami? Would you be willing to take salami as payment for these? It's so weird. For some reason, I was thinking I needed to start off with this. Maybe I need to ease into it. I don't want to like get reported. I just feel like it's better to not waste people's time and be upfront from the very start. Like, hey, I got salami and that's what I'm using to pay. And if that doesn't work for you, you know, we can part ways. I'm gonna send it. Confirm your identity.
20 minutes later.
Send. I gotta get more used to this. Woo! Polaroid camera? That's awesome. Hey, Isabella. Cool camera. I don't know if people want this type of message. I'm running with it. So, here's the thing. So I'm a bit short on cash right now, but I have premium salami. Maybe that's the selling point. Would you take that as payment in equivalent value? I'm losing hope as I write these messages. They sound so weird. This one doesn't excite me as much as the other one, so just to go out on a limb, I'm just gonna put take salami as payment. That's so weird. Sorry, Ozzy. I hate to put you through that. Wow. Looks like a nice sewing machine. Hey, Emily. I have the amount of salami equivalent to the value of this. Love the design. That's always the key. End on a positive note. I feel like I have to apologize to every single person. That's a creepy bike. I would totally buy that. Would you take salami as payment for this? Love the look of it. Oh, this is such a dumb idea. What? I got my first reply. Hi Sam, I'm vegetarian, but let me ask my husband. He does sometimes eat meat. Okay, awesome. Let me know. My heart just started racing because I'm like, I have to actually get salami. And not only that, but premium salami, whatever that means. I'm going to keep shopping around and we'll see if we get any other bites. I have no use for this, but still kind of fun. Love the retro vibe. There we go. Am I in hobbies? 80% of these things are not hobbies. I got a message. I only have salami at the moment. It's super good. Would love to buy this. I don't have much cash at the moment, but I could pay you in salami. Hey, Matthew. Would you be down to accept salami as payment for this? Take salami as payment for this transaction. Send. You've reached your limit. There's a temporary limit on how much you can list and message. Oh no.
3 hours later.
So I had to take a bit of a break there. By chance, would you take salami as payment? Oh, I still have a limit. This is devastating, actually.
1 eternity later.
Just tried sending a message and it looks like it went through. I think we're finally back in business. I'm gonna catch up on a few messages that I was trying to send but couldn't earlier. Salami is payment. Pretty sure on cash I'm trying to eat healthier, so been looking for one of these. What am I doing? Hey Patrick, do I have a deal for you? So this guy says he's got a moving sale and all must be gone. Would you take that as payment? Then you could eat it or share it with friends before you move. Win, win, win. Take salami as payment for these. LOL. Smiley face. I'm serious, by the way. I just gotta send it. Oh no, this always happens. This cycle continued. Each day I would message as many people as I could before I hit Facebook's limit. The word salami slowly lost all its meaning and just became a blur. Salami. But let's take a look at some of the messages I received. Now, I was originally reacting to each message as they were coming in, but there were just so many messages that were coming in at all different times that were spanning multiple days and so many close calls that it just became impossible to record every time I got a message. So we'll just take a look at some of the highlights. Now, we definitely got a lot of these messages where people don't eat meat, they're vegetarian, or they don't know what salami is, which is all totally fair. I think one of the things that surprised me was just how nice everyone was. Even though they were vegetarian or vegan, they were still willing to take the salami. They just wanted some small amount of cash. You know, a lot of people are wanting to buy something else using the money. You know, it's essentially a trade for them. But as part of the challenge that I set for myself, I didn't want to include any cash in this transaction. We also had a lot of instances like this where the contact would just leave the group or they would remove me from the group. But that's kind of the response I was expecting to see from a lot more people, so it's totally understandable as well. I'll just cycle through some of these. I just like the casualness of some of these conversations. It was very bizarre having these conversations about salami and exchanging salami for some random thing on Facebook. I also had some close calls. I had a message going with Brooke, who seemed super interested initially, but I just never ended up hearing back. I also had this long thread going with this guy, Kellen, who seemed like they were considering it, but when they started asking questions like, why can't you just give me $10? That became very hard to explain without giving away the entire challenge. I think I just didn't navigate the conversation right, and ultimately that deal fell through. But this idea almost ruined me. I thought I was never going to get a deal. With every new message I sent, I just thought, I am insane and no one wants salami, and who would do that deal with me? But then the amazing happened. I was browsing along, I saw this skateboard. I actually don't know how to skateboard, but I think it would be fun to try. When I'm not using it, it would look cool up on a wall. So I reached out to this guy, Bradley, and before long, I heard back from him. Right off the bat, he just said, I'm down. I couldn't believe it. I was potentially going to actually finish this deal. Now, I actually hadn't bought the salami yet because I was afraid this whole idea wouldn't work out. So I dropped everything I was doing to make sure that this happened. We figured out where to meet and I ran out to the store to get the salami. Now, I didn't get a ton of footage for our meetup. A, I was really nervous about the whole thing just falling through. And B, it's just a weird thing to try to film like a YouTube video when you've never met this person. But I met Bradley, I handed him the salami, and I got the skateboard. We got this photo to commemorate the event, and obviously I got the skateboard as well, which I just think is so awesome. I did end up giving Bradley some cash after we did the whole exchange, just as a thank you, but he was just so kind and gracious to do this whole exchange without the expectation of getting anything but salami. And he really just did it as a favor for a complete stranger because I said I didn't have any cash, even though I was just some weird and cryptic guy on the internet. I think it just goes to show that even when all you have is salami, there are people in the world and on the internet who are willing to help out a stranger like me just because they are kind. But there we had it. The challenge was complete. It was so much harder than I could have ever anticipated. And I'm done saying salami for a very long time. I really hope you enjoyed this video. You can hit the like button if you did. And if you made it this far in the video, you might as well subscribe and stick around for more content. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed and supported me in growing this channel. That means so much to me. And I'll see you all in the next video.